Hi there, my name is Grace, and you're listening to Grace Hart's Libraries, the friendly 5-minute podcast where I tell you more about an aspect of public libraries you might not have considered before, and hopefully you come away with more information on how to use your library access to the fullest. As this is the pilot episode of this podcast, I've decided to go through the basics of getting a library card and what you can use it for. Here's a hint, there's so much more you can use it for than just books, as much as I love books. If you want to get a physical public library card, most public libraries will want you to come to their circulation desk prepared with a photo ID and proof of your current address. For many people, this can be achieved simply through showing your driver's license, which often has your photo, legal name, and current address. If you just moved into town, obviously, you might not have your current address on your driver's license. At the libraries I've worked at, they usually want you to bring in a piece of mail, like a utility bill, or sometimes even showing an Amazon confirmation email is enough. Some libraries will be stricter than others, so it might be best to call ahead, but a physical piece of mail should be fine. You should let your library know if you have a preferred first name. I obviously can't speak for all libraries, and you should use your judgment about your local library, but I think many library workers will want you to feel as comfortable as possible, and while you might have an ID or proof of residence with a legal name or dead name, they will hopefully want to address you by your preferred name and make a note of it on your account. I would also recommend contacting the library ahead of time if you are a temporary resident or a student whose permanent residence is in a different state. Libraries might have different policies regarding temporary residents. When you show your ID and proof of address, the library worker will likely give you paperwork to fill out while they prepare your account and your card. When they are finished, hopefully they will give you a PIN number, which is essentially a password for your library account. You may not use your PIN number frequently. It's mostly used for accessing the online catalog and for online subscriptions accessed via your library. However, it's a good idea to write it down somewhere if the library worker hasn't already written it out for you, or make your PIN number into something you will remember, such as a birth date or digits from a phone number. If you are getting a library card for your child, likely up to the age of 18 when your child becomes a legal adult, it's a very similar process, except your ID and proof of residence is used for their card. Some patrons will ask how old their child should be before getting a library card. Many libraries do not have age restrictions, but I would argue that it might be best to wait until the child can get excited about having their own card, and also share some of the responsibility of keeping track of materials and returning them. However, having their own library card can be a great way for a child to learn about responsibility, sharing, and social skills. All right, now we've made it past the technical aspect. Now it remains, what can you do with your public library card? Obviously, you can go into the library and check out books, but what else? There's also DVDs, including Blu-ray DVDs, CDs, music and books on CD, magazines, and digital materials. Digital materials such as ebooks or digital audiobooks are accessed via library subscriptions such as Libby, Hoopla, or Canopy, which I'll discuss another time. Many public libraries have a library of things, which can include board games, yard games, memory kits geared towards people with dementia, and children's puzzles and kits, which often include toys. Some libraries allow you to check out certain technology such as a DVD player, a CD player, hotspots, projectors, and more. I've even heard of items such as a butter churn, a telescope, and a metal detector being available via a public library. If your local library doesn't have a certain item, as you might know, it's often possible that they can order the item from another library in their system so that it comes to your library to be picked up by you. This is called putting an item on hold or on reserve. Some libraries can even get items from other systems, although it may take longer and the rules for checking out that item may be different. And if you're homebound and can't go to a public library, never fear. Your public library may be able to come to you via a home delivery service or some other kind of arrangement. Again, I would encourage you to reach out to your local library and ask what's possible. Libraries are for everybody. But library cards can do even more than just allow you to check out items. As mentioned, they can allow you access to services such as Libby. They can also allow you access to databases and newspapers online. You can also get museum passes, which allow you tickets at a reduced price. These passes can be often ordered online, in person, or over the phone. There's so much that's possible with a library card. I'm sure I missed some things. Feel free to let me know. I hope you learned something you didn't know before or were reminded of a way you can use your local library. This is Grace Hearts Libraries, and I hope you take care.